You notice this has sections. You've got a section for site tagline, title and tagline, colors, land, etc. Those are sections of the tab. So you need to define a section for your theme options to appear in. Suppose if it were relevant to go in one of the pre-existing tabs, you could use one of those and not define your own. More than likely, you're going to be finding your own themes settings tab or section for this tab. So here's how you do it, and oops. This is how I do it because I define my theme settings in an array. It defines all of the parameters and I loop through them when I output on the code. Mine looks like this. We'll simplify that for a single section. Can everybody see that? It's kind of low. The key is the WP customized add section function. You're going to define the section. You're going to give it a title. That's pretty simple, right? The next step, you're going to add each of your theme settings. So who here uses the settings API? Register setting and then add settings section, add settings field, etc. This is going to look really similar to that. Function names are going to be slightly different, but it steps through much the same process. And I'll come back to that in a minute why that's important. So you're going to add your theme setting. And again, I loop through an array, so I'll simplify that like so. WP customize, add setting. Where before you added section, now you're going to add setting. So here, you might recognize that syntax. That is your register setting syntax if you use the settings API. So if you do register setting theme awesome sauce options, that's what's going to go right here, theme awesome sauce options and the name of the option. Right? And then you're going to define the default value for that option, and then you're going to define the type of the option, which we'll use that momentarily. Right now, in fact, because once you've added all of your options, then you need to add controls for those options to tell WordPress how to display the control. So you kind of got two classes, a text or checkbox, and also a radio or select. So look at the text or checkbox first. So WP customize, add control. You're going to name your control, and you're going to have an array for some values. First one, label, obviously that's the form field label that will appear. The section, that's the section you defined previously. I know you can define multiple sections. As you saw, 2011 had 2 sections for their theme settings, so pick whichever one you're going to use for this. Then setting, that's going to be the same name as the one you defined in setting. And then the type, again, that's for purposes of this example, we're going to use text or checkbox, radio or select. So for a text or checkbox, the only difference is right there. So instead of type text, you put type checkbox. That's all you need for WordPress properly to output your text or your checkbox. Yes?
Just in comparison to the options I don't remember specifically unless it's changed, but they don't offer the ability to target the type of input. I always thought we had to write our own, but this is giving you the option for them to write the input.
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. That is another benefit if you do opt to leverage settings API and the theme customizer. You don't have to define your form controls anymore, because at least for at least those 4 types, it's predefined by WordPress.
Cool.
Now there are some track tickets in the work for making improvements to the settings API implementation, possibly in the future having core defined form controls. It's not there yet. This is a nice compromise. So looking at radio or select, it's going to look a whole lot the same with 2 differences. First difference obviously is a different type. You'd use radio for radio buttons or select for a drop down. And then one more parameter for choices. Obviously with a radio or select, you've got predefined options the user's selecting from. This is where you tell WordPress what those options are. Okay, and if you're using the settings API, you're done. Hey, that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Right? Settings API, done. Why is that? When you define your setting, you set it to type option. That's telling WordPress, hey, I'm the settings API option. Go look at my register setting call. Look at my sanitization callback. Use that when it says the options and do everything for me. So which is a really nice way to leverage what you've already done to incorporate the settings API. Now you may also use theme mods. Anybody here use theme mods to store their theme settings?
Like options framework? Yeah, what do you mean by theme mod?
Does Options Framework use theme mods?
No, well, you say theme mod, but I don't know what that is.
Theme mods would be where WordPress stores things like the custom header, custom background, menu, widget information, all of that. That would be, say, theme slug, theme mods. When you look into WP Options database table, you can actually store things there. WordPress doesn't use that exclusively. There are ways, it's kind of an alternate approach to your theme settings. Use Settings API or use theme mods. Either one is fine. Most people use Settings API. I know Otto really likes to use theme mods. So it's just two different schools of thought. Either one is fine. And again, you can leverage what you're already doing with theme mods. You just replace your Settings API register setting name with theme mods, some option. So my theme is Enology. All of its theme mods are stored in Enology theme mods. You use type theme mod instead of type option, and it would look like this in your add setting. Here's your theme mod's name option, and there's type theme mod. That tells WordPress to go look in theme mods and use the theme mods implementation to put everything together.